about time we're making up. The times you wasn't with me waking up. Now you fuss it up, taking this he touch. I needed to distance myself from you. I was just to know you weren't you. So I confess, won't you? Won't you? Can I tell you something for what it's worth?
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Now we are back with more Married to Medicine drama, and this one has really taken bite. I'm gonna say this. Like we talked about Dr. Heavenly and Sweet Tea going at it. We discussed that a lot. We discussed about how basically there were things exchanged on Sunday Live. Where Sweet Tea felt like she don't have enough. She got a lot to say, okay? Now, Sweet Tea also talked about Carlos King and responded to him and said, hey, that he needs to worry about him and his struggling shows. Now, I'm going to get more into why I feel like that was a dig, but his shows aren't struggling. And we're going to talk about the struggle of Married to Medicine. Now, before we get into that, she also brought up Mariah, and she brought up in the live. I'm going to show the clip about how Mariah that Dr. Heavenly felt like Mariah was telling the truth about Damon. I think it was episode 3 about how she got receipts and that he's cheating. I know you guys remember that and remember the whole altercation that started with that and how they could not be friends, how it came to where they talked about each other's houses and husbands. So we're going to get into what Sweet Tea had to say. Here's a clip, and I'll be back with more commentary.
It would be an issue, and I'm not that type of person to do that. I'm not. But we know that your husband has cheated on you. You even told me, Heavenly, that when Mariah said that she had receipts, you believed Mariah on Damon. You believed it. You told me you believed it. So that leads me to believe that he has cheated. But you know what? It's okay. It's okay. That's okay. You're going to stick by your man. That is fine. A lot of y'all will. A lot of y'all will. And that's okay. That's fine. Damon, it would be an issue. And I'm not that you hear me say old lady all the time. Like, sometimes you have to get ignorant with people for them to understand what you're saying. And I've had enough of the bullshit. I won't take no more of that. To hear me say old lady all the time. Like, sometimes you have to get ignorant with people for them to understand what you're saying. If everyone will keep my husband out of it. Because when she said that stuff about the ex, it didn't bother me none. Because I know my husband. Not worried about it. I didn't even pay it no mind because I know it ain't true. But if I go down low and I start stooping low and talking about Damon, it would be an issue. And I'm not that type of person to do that. But do you want me to be the villain? Do you really want it? Because everybody's still getting to know me. You don't know what I'm capable of. You don't know. Now, I done supported this heifer, paid my hard-earned money in support of Heavenly's business. And what she does, she goes and talks about my house and what I can do about the house and all that publicly. Now, mind you, I as a friend, I was supporting another friend. My neighbor has done way more for me than what Heavenly has ever done for me. She's never spent a dime on helping me get my business up and running. She ain't helped me with a goddamn thing. I did not know about the endometriosis. When you guys watched me in that last episode, that was one of the first things I filmed. Gregory was very aware of what was going on with me. Very aware. And it's disgusting, very disgusting to see other Black women support that and say, I lied about having something like that. Please, women, go do your research on what endometriosis is. Please go. Just go. Because it's just downright nasty of some of the comments that I've gotten. And it really is because Heavenly, she is the one that went and started talking about that before I even had a chance to even show my story. She just started spewing out lies. You guys have to.
I know Mariah's sitting there like, honey, I'm working on my podcast. What do I got to do with this? Why all of a sudden now, 4, 5, 6 years, that a newbie comes on and she want to bring my name? Like, what, baby? I don't have nothing to do with that, okay? That's the look that Mariah probably giving now. But Dr. Heavenly saw this, and she said, now, y'all know I never said that. I have to agree, Dr. Heavenly does not play about Damien and, her husband. And she don't play about Damon. And she's basically said that, she trusts her husband, but she don't trust these. She done said this plenty of times. I trust my husband. I just don't trust these hoes out here because they know I got a good man. That's what she said. This is my thought on Sweet Tea, okay? And everybody feels the same way. When we watched the show with Sweet Tea was discussing how she met Dr. G and how she knew him. We knew for a fact, 1, Sweet Tea was a fan of the show. 2, he wasn't on the show no more. They were showing their divorce. After the divorce, it was just quiet. Dr. G wasn't on the show. So why you didn't just pop up? If you weren't a fan, you didn't watch the show. My questions are, that's a lie, because remember I told y'all she was talking about how Quad did say some right things about Dr. G, about their marriage and the things that he do. She said a lot of things. I feel like Sweet Tea watched the show and she knew who to come at, okay? Now, first of all, I'm going to give credit where credit's due. Sweet Tea is good TV. Sweet Tea is good. We starting to see she is, because she can stir up the pot in a way to have things change. She's good to bring onto the show. I'm gonna say that, but if she gets sweet for TV, I'm not sure. But my opinion has started to change. But one thing I can just say is this: Sweet Tea is not easy to be bullied. And Sweet Tea gonna stand up for herself. But for her to say that, that Carlos King's show is struggling. First of all, he produced this show. And he's the reason why we had Quad and Mariah the duo. And a lot of people are Married to Medicine is struggling right now. No shade. But a lot of people are begging for Quad and Mariah to come back. Sweet Tea, if Sweet Tea was bringing the ratings, no one would be asking for Quad and Mariah to come back as a duo. Nobody would be saying, when is Mariah going to come back? Can we get Mariah back? Can we get Quad back? She's bringing it, but she's not bringing it strong enough, because everyone loved the dynamic that we saw. Quad and Mariah were friends, and they were not no more. Now, if they decide to bring Mariah back, will there be a Quad and Mariah duo? Absolutely. Because you got Sweet Tea. Okay? Sweet Tea watched the show. And I'm going to tell you something. Sweet Tea has watched the show all the way to her season to come on. Sweet Tea knew who to target. Sweet Tea knew who to call old. And Sweet Tea knew who to come at so she can get them ratings up to help the show. Do I believe that she had a problem with Quad? Absolutely. Because you got to think. She wanted Quiet life and she got it. Now, dealing with her health, do I think that she's telling the truth? Exactly. But I'm going to be honest with you. I saw the clip of where she asked Dr. G about a baby. The same thing that Quad gave him, he's giving Sweet Tea. No shade. In that clip, I might be wrong, but he was like, when the time... It's like, I want to marry you to get you on the show because I know my ex-wife is still on this show. That's just how I see it and feel about it. And I hate to say that. But if Quad would say, I want him back and let's have a baby, I believe he would have. But because Quad said no, it's like another Melody and Martell have this thing going on. If Martell never had an outside child, he would have been back with Melody. Do I believe they would have had more children? Absolutely. And Cold Salt would be crying in the palms of her hand, wondering why she wasn't picked to have a child. Okay? So let's just be real. Like, Sweet Tea, you can't talk about Carlos King and his show because his show had more ratings. When he was on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, Real Housewives of Atlanta, Married to Medicine Atlanta, and LA. He brought ratings. He knew what to do as a producer. He know what the people wanted. Y'all are really struggling because y'all don't have him no more. And it's a different aspect. Like I said, I think Sweet Tea knew what she was doing to come on this show. She knew who to say it and talk to and everything. I remember when Dr. Simone told the guys when they was hearing about Dr. G being in a hotel room with another woman, I think that's when him and Quad started having problems. I remember Dr. Simone said, you have to remember basically why you guys are here. You're on TV just like us. So there are women who are going to see you as a way to get in to be on TV. And I believe that was Sweet Tea. I think because she saw he was on the show. He's a doctor. I'm a fan of the show. I don't like Heavenly too much. Heavenly talks too much. She does too much. I don't like her. I believe that's what she said in her head. And I think, okay, when I get to Atlanta, I'm going to go to Heavenly's store. And like Dr. Heavenly said, I didn't know who she was until I got to talk to her and she told me who she was. You were a fan, and there's nothing wrong with that, but just like Monica was on Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, she said she was a fan and she was with Jen Shaw. I feel like the same with Sweet Tea. The thing with Monica is Monica owned it, and Sweet Tea, she doing the job, but hey, I don't know. I don't think she's fit for it. Now, we're going to see, everyone was talking about, oh, she's natural, she don't look like it. Let me tell you something, season 2, after this check roll in, Sweet Tea know what she's doing because she know them checks are going to roll in. Baby, season 2, we're going to see her second season, we're going to see a whole new Sweet Tea. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts in the comment sections. Do you think Sweet Tea is a good addition or not? Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. This is Malish Marie. Later. Bye.
Fill me up till my cup's overflowing. I'm so